After the Joan Gamper Trophy, Laporta granted an interview. You're going to go into the interview bit by bit. Remember, this is Football Updates 25 on YouTube and also on TikTok. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, like and share this video, and leave comments in the comment section. Now let's get into the news. Now, Joan Laporta, when asked about the updates on registration, he said, "This week we will have news, and I hope it's good news, so we can register them before La Liga starts. And if not before, we still have time to get them registered." Now, if somebody I'm thinking about here, it's Hansi Flick. Now, you've lost Inigo Martinez, you have Lewandowski out injured. You need your signings to be registered for the match against Mallorca. And I pity the coach because at this point we need Rashford to play in a starting role, maybe in a number 9 position, although Ferran Torres can play there, fine. But in a goalkeeping situation, Chesney is not registered, Joan Garcia is not registered. The only registered player is Inaki Pena and Testegen, who is out on injury. So who's going to be in the pool? Inaki Pena? That's disgrace. That brings us to the question. So what plan did they have for the registration of Nico Williams and the likes? My club is not always serious. We leave things to the last minute. We sign players with no plan to register them. Crazy. Now, he was then asked further on the updates of registration again. And he said, "We are working on it. We are working to make them happen. With Mark's decision, if the medical committee agrees, we have the green light to register Joan Garcia. And with others, we are still working on it." That to tell you that the priority is to get Joan Garcia registered before the first day of La Liga. The others we're talking about, Rashford, René Badji, their registration can come later. That's what Laporta is saying here. When Laporta was asked about Inigo Martinez, he said, "Deco already said that we have 5 centre-backs and then 1 should leave. I think he would have loved to stay here for 1 more season." I felt it too. I think Inigo was forced out of the club with a gentleman agreement. That way, I think the player would have loved to stay. The club needed somebody to leave to make room for FFP, and Inigo was the sacrificial lamb. Yeah. He went on to say, "I think Inigo made a good decision. A decision on family level. He came for free, and we already spoke before that if an opportunity like this comes, we will let him go." So yeah, like I said, I think Inigo would have loved to stay, maybe complete the contract for this season and go next season, but the club needed to free space on FFP to register other players. So Inigo had to be sacrificed. We thank him for his service, and that is poor management and decision by the football club FC Barcelona again. Now let's talk about Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick also had a couple of interviews after the Joan Gamper Trophy. He was asked about the Inigo Martinez. He said last season he was a very important part of our success, but his departure would be an opportunity for other players to grow. I talked to Deco when he is here, and we would see. But for the moment, I don't think there will be any more signing. So that is Hansi Flick talking about one of his most important players on the team last season who helped the team success. And it's unfortunate to lose such a player, but he said it's an opportunity for other people to grow. Of course, you have youngsters like Jeffrey Torrent, etc. People who can play in this position, even people in the first team who can step up in the road to also improve. So yeah, it's a learning challenge for most of these players to fill in the shoes of Inigo Martinez. So that is the interview about Laporta, so Hansi Flick after the Joan Gamper Trophy. Let me know what you think or make of this news in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, Visca Basa.